Welcome back, my computer duders. We're in search of a red chemical. I honestly have no fucking clue where we haven't already thoroughly explored in this building. The only remaining unopenable doors have a brain key logo on them, and I think I've opened all the doors that had a heart or lung key. So when it says on the keys in the inventory that they open multiple doors, I think they're lying to me. They're lying. Why you lying? We'll find out, won't we? Look at that tender, sensual, innocent meat being kept behind bars. It's a travesty, I tell you. It's a civil rights issue of our era. Free the meat. Don't interpret that the wrong way. Keep it in your pants. I don't want to see your penis. I mean, unless it's in some tasteful black and white art photography, then maybe it's at least negotiable at that point. I am not saying I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall or anything. I might put it up on the fridge and put some like star stickers on it, or give them out as Christmas gifts to people I don't like. Remember that episode of Seinfeld where Elaine accidentally uses a photo of herself as a Christmas card picture where her nipple is visible? So like everybody she sends her Christmas card to now knows what her nipples look like? Has that ever happened to you? I don't mean that you sent a photo of yourself to a bunch of people with your nipples hanging out. I mean like you had a friend of the opposite sex who was a little too careless with nudes online, and you happened to find them and recognize them in those pictures, and things were never the same between you after that. I mean, it's not like I went looking. They just, it was on 4chan, and they happened to enjoy sharing their nudes with strange men on an image board. And lots of them, and very nice nudes. But apparently I was the one strange man who they didn't want to know what they look like naked. And you can't really come back from that. You can't really look somebody in the eye who you wanted to keep in a certain role relative to you after they have seen what your naked body looks like. That's like a line which can only be crossed in one direction. Let's see. Probably not an issue for the kind of dude who whips his dick out for a dick pic at the drop of a hat. There are no dick pics floating around of me to my knowledge. But apparently a lot of women really enjoy the exhibitionism of just receiving approval from strangers. Maybe it's just having a sounding board of brutally honest people who they know are inclined to be critical. And of women in particular. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right, you fucking go down. That's right. You stay down too. Until I'm done with you. Giggity. I may as well clear the room out. The rooms out one at a time, just to render the place a little bit safer, so that as I'm poking around looking for shit, I don't accidentally lose some health. Although really ammo is more precious than health in this. I can lose a lot of health, but ammo is more scarce. So yeah, that was kind of a Pyrrhic victory. I mean, she was hot. I was kind of curious, but at the same time, she was a cool person, and it was cool knowing her and getting to talk to her about her work, which is how we met each other. So the fact that she didn't want to, talk to me after that wasn't the outcome that I intended. And I was just saying, some people took the pictures you uploaded and they put them into a torrent and they're distributing them. Did you intend for this to happen? I probably should not have alerted her to the fact that I had found them. That's one of those things where, I mean, it's a lie by omission, but it probably would have been a judicious time to keep my mouth shut. What father would give his daughter a webcam in this day and age, knowing what they do with it? Like, if you've ever been in a supermarket and some fat beast of a mother with like 12 children on those retractable child leashes has a little girl, what's the first thing the little girl does to everybody she sees? She lifts her dress up all the way over her head. It's like instinctual. It's like built into their DNA that they want to just randomly show their body to people they don't know, which is not a very wise way to be in the modern era. That can get you into a lot of trouble in a bunch of different ways. I mean, if I had my way, Woodstock never would have ended. Sure, free love. It sounds great, but there are mean and nasty people out there. It's bad enough if you just have a regular headshot that people you don't like get a hold of, because they have Photoshop and they can do all kinds of nasty things to it. But if they find nudes, it's over. I mean, Allison Rapp, I don't know if you know who that is. She was a Nintendo representative, and she was a good Nintendo representative. She was charismatic, she was charming. She was also attractive, and she also moonlit as an escort. I don't know why. I guess because she felt like she'd been getting away away with it for so long that she was invincible. But she started to be open about the fact that she was an escort. So people who thought she was cute and were like, "Hey, how about that Allison Rapp chick who represents for Nintendo at E3 events? She's pretty hot." Well, guess what? Now, for the low price of $49.95, you can put your penis in her. Nintendo didn't like that. Imagine why. Imagine that a family-friendly company would not like that their representative was available as a lady of the night for gentlemen's pleasure. And she'd also written like a college paper that was like defending pedophilia, which was actually not the main thing. I mean, Nintendo kind of caters to that crowd. I hate to say it, but there's a lot of they actually had to say that the Nintendo Labo event was off limits to adults unless they brought like their kids with them, because some 40 and 50-year-old man children were going to show up hairy and sweaty, like, "Oh, I want to play with the cardboard toys." Or Nintendo, bing bing wahoo. It isn't in the corner, is it? I feel like I've already wasted an unjustifiable amount of health running through meat. I should start marking the map. I think a large proportion of my troubles are simply the result of not using the map at all. I'm going to start with this room. Oh, whoops. This is not the room I thought it was. Yeah, bitch! Yeah, they cater to creeps a lot. Like, here we go. This is what I was missing. There were Twitter posts about the original Splatoon, where all the kids are like middle schoolers, the characters. Although technically, I guess they're squids. But like, there was a zoom in on its butt in spandex, and the guy was like saying, "That's a sexy squid." One of the developers, and people were like, "Dude, that's." I know the whole tagline is, "Are they kids or are they squids?" And that's like funny and frivolous, but I don't know. That's why Nintendo makes some people feel like they need to. They have the Peter Pan complex, and they cater to people who have that complex, and that's often kind of dubious and weird. Like Chris Chan. Actually, Chris Chan was a Sony guy, oddly. Wouldn't you think that I mean, he was into Pokemon, but his consoles were like, he didn't have most of the Nintendo ones. He had PlayStation. I think he had PlayStation because they would give away games very frequently on the PlayStation Network store. And he was living on like neat bucks. They called his tugboat, so he needed a platform where a lot of the games were just free without him having to figure out how to pirate shit. I don't even know where I am emotionally. It's like a new level of helplessness is I don't know how to pirate shit, so I need to buy a platform where they just give me their games because nobody wants their fucking shitty console. Which one of these was the lab then? Which one of these was the room where I put the chemicals together? It was not this one. I hate this game. I'm not going to qualify that with anything anymore. I just don't like it. I like things about it, but it has officially gone from mostly positive to mostly negative. I did that a couple episodes ago. I'm still going to play through it. Because horror games and me, they can have their way with me. You know, they can get away with a lot. They can get away with a lot. I've played shittier shit than this. I've played shittier shit than you would believe. You might be like, I don't know, I could believe some pretty shitty shit. But no, even shittier than that. Like 2 or 3 gigaturds shittier than you're imagining right now. I'm running out of ammo. This room feels like it should have been used for more. Like this was originally a more significant discovery. Or at least it appeared to be. And then I was able to open this door by shooting those things. And then it led just out to the hallway again. Which was kind of anticlimactic. Maybe I need to go down a level. No, I don't, because the lab is on the top floor. And this is not the lab. I hate this game. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I might need to go find that toilet syringe again. Maybe I'm not too good for that after all. I bet you that the developers don't use this as an ad. I bet you they don't. If there's something obvious I'm missing, like that one of these other floors is visitable, please let me know in the comments. All 2 of you who watch this. I love both of you equally. You're like my nuts. Nestled closely and comfortably together in my ballsack. It's like a hammock. It's like a stretchy hammock. Just picture a little, like, walnut-sized testicles with, like, anime faces. Cute anime faces. Just chilling together. Pressed all smooshed up together against one another. In a comfortable, stretchy scrotum. Just picture that in your mind's eye. I said picture it. Now smell it as well. It's crucial to get the full sensory experience, otherwise you won't understand my meaning. I may as well save my game while I'm down here, and make a note on the map of where the save room even is. I fucking wish. Oh, here it is. Here's a... Oh, this is the lab. Okay, hold on. I did not mean to do that. That's not right. I can't erase either. I can't erase. What room is this even, though? I didn't notice. Hold on. This is M104. Okay. Okay. That's where the lab is. That's what the triangle will mean. To me, and only me. This is an odd location for a fucking gaping chasm. That's what she said. About my ass! If only the third chemical were just hidden somewhere in here. If it were that easy, life would be so beautiful. I only have green and blue. I only have green and blue. I haven't checked outside. Now I know where the fucking lab is. On the map. I need to mark the save room while I'm here. I think it's on the other side. It's making me hungry. I'm not being edgy either. The squirming meat, jiggling meat makes me hungry. Have you ever thought about how almost every living thing besides humans, the way they die 90% of the time is just being eaten alive? Is having flesh torn off their body or being swallowed whole? Like, that's the #1 cause of death for every other species that is not like a domestic. If it's not a pet or some other animal that we find worthy of our protection, it's gonna get eaten alive at some point. So when you look at the cute bird in the tree, something's gonna fucking eat that. Like, hunting seems inhumane just because we're so overpowered, but at the same time, a bullet to the brain is a lot, you know, gentler than the death that they usually get, which is to be pinned down by something stronger than they are and eaten as food while they like, I saw a fucking GIF recently of a housefly being eaten alive by a mantis. And the housefly was still alive as its head was being eaten, and most of its head was gone. Because most of its head is not the brain, it's the eyes, the giant compound eyes. So its head was mostly hollow and being eaten away as it continued to struggle, and the mantis eats the head first, just to stop the struggling as quickly as possible, in order to minimize the risk of injury to itself, because injury is serious fucking business in the animal kingdom. Are there 2 working elevators? If there were, that would explain a lot and open up a lot more possibilities. Maybe I've been stupid this entire time. No, this is the one that I can't use. Okay. But yeah, most of what you hear when you think of the sounds of nature is animals trying to get laid, and they're fucking terrified all the time because everything's trying to eat them. Almost everything in nature is trying to eat them. Unless it's like an apex predator, they're constantly thinking, you know, maybe today is the day. Maybe today is the day that I leave my cubs and go forage for food to feed them with. Okay, I gotta mark this. What room is this? and I don't come back because a fucking mountain lion snatched me while I was distracted for 1 second, M112, and ate me alive. Okay, I really wish I could... There we go. It finally fucking worked. M112, isn't it? I'll say this is the save button. There we go. There's the lab. Here's the save. There's the bathrooms. That helps considerably, I think. Let me save real quick. I've killed almost everything. I've used almost all my ammo. I regret. Despite my wicked sick tattoo, this is no regrets with an A. Regrets. Right under the Mr. Cool as Ice skeleton tattoo. I do indeed have some regrets to report. I think most of this fucking godforsaken game playthrough has just been me dropping keys and having to backtrack to load saves. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little bit retarded. I didn't figure that out until later in life, too. Yes! Here we go! This is what I have not been fucking doing. Holy shit! Some progress! Oh, this does not bode well. Ow. Here it is. Would you not? Would you not? Would you not? Oh, that was uncomfortable. Where's the... It's in M112. The map worked. The map worked! Map technology! Works! It's the dawn of a new age of navigation! I have the third chemical now. I have the third chemical. Holy fucking shit. Are you hype? If not, I'd like a single fucking good reason why not. Do you have even one snackalicious satisfact to back that up with? I don't. Because I vaunted orange. Now I have to find my way back to where I was. Cool non-reflective mirror technology. We have map technology, but not mirrors in this universe. We're not that advanced yet. Why would they, though? Why would any of these creatures want to look at themselves? Except for the cheesemen. That's perfectly understandable. I didn't see any penises on them, but there are other ways. There are many avenues of pleasure. That's right, I said pleasure. That's the patrician pronunciation of the word. Let's see. Wait a minute, no! This is the wrong way. The lab was in the building that had the save area in it. I think I'm over time, but I'm not going to make you wait until next time. I'm going to at least get to the lab and have all three chemicals set up ready to solve the puzzle. I'm probably not going to solve it this time, because I don't anticipate being able to. It's on the left side, in 104. I don't anticipate being able to do it in a couple of minutes, and I don't want to add, like, I don't want to double the length of this episode just to solve one puzzle. Probably it will be a whole episode, just waiting for me to solve that one puzzle too. I'm just being real. I'm just being me. My name is Lance, so everybody stop making fun of my pants. I like the fit. I like the cut. I like the way that they look when I strut and how they flatter my butt. My pants. Where the fuck? This can't be right. This can't be right. Is this a different floor? I need to find a numbering scheme. M120. I can use that to locate myself. Okay, I'm apparently blah. Around some. No, there's no other way to go. ML1. So if I just walk along the outer wall, it was on this side. I've been on the left side of the hospital this entire time. Or the right side, I guess. No, the left side. No, I am on the right side. I have to go over through the other door. Just when you thought one human being, and that's a kind of a generous word, couldn't be this stupid, you were wrong. Dead wrong. Yeah. I think I can get there through here, but I don't think that's the right way. I think I have to cut through the courtyard. I'm going to at least get to the lab and have all 3 chemicals on the table before I leave you hanging. I kind of wish I'd played a lower difficulty just so I could dispatch all these. I had enough ammo for almost everything in the building, though, so that's probably already too much, even. M101. Here we go. Here we go. Is this it? Excelsior! Kalu! Calais! We have won the day! I have won the day. I have accomplished a simulated achievement. I feel a sense of life accomplishment that I really should be getting from forming human relationships and having nourishing interactions with my peers. But I'm not going to do that.